It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Today, there's an NFC fighting store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway for Wild Card Weekend. Starting from the 5, and he's going to head out of bounds on the return.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Back to the well again. And some nice running there. Gets him 8. 3rd down coming up.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's Cox. This is Loveland. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
And the Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Williams to throw on first. Dumps it off to his running back. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Williams with a quick pass out wide. This gets forward a little, not a ton, to the 35. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
A gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 12.
3rd down, here's Williams. Look at that power, deep left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. Here's Williams again. He's loaded another one up. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are off to a great start defensively. They forced a turnover on the opening possession. The success they had passing that ball last week, they wanted to get that going again right away, Brock, but Seems like they're facing a defense who's more up to the challenge than the guys they faced last week.
Yeah, welcome to the NFL, where every week is a new story. And the opening chapter here, not good for the offense. But we got a long ways to go.
19, Panthers 60, Panthers 60.
They send a man in motion.
Go.
Milrow with it on first. He throws deep to the left. This is caught inside the 15. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks parlay the interception into points. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, level it a whole bunch.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. They set up the screen here to Swift. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A gain of 15 there. And that'll be 1st down Chicago. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want
to... lost the football. But it appears that the Bears were able to get their paws on that one. So they're keeping the football. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be 2nd down. Williams on the play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Lofts it deep right side. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Fourth down, Williams. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down and a drive a lot of us thought had stalled out. He's going to carry on. All set to go now from the 35. 1st down, Williams to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So 2nd down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
2nd and 10 now. Williams. And as a catch for Luther Burden. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator's going to be one happy camper.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Ready to run.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Franklin working the right side. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop was made. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss.
3-yard loss on the play.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7. Fourth down, pass coming. That's caught beyond the marker. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll try and punch it in. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Went in the wrong direction the last
Seahawks
play. Need to get
3-yard
forward
line.
3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Quick throw left side, complete. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears cut it to a lower point on the scoreboard. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed.
Rashid Shaheed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Ready.
From the gun, Milrow. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. That one nabs him 33 yards, and a new set of downs, too.
You know, Kit, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
New set of downs for them from the 31.
60 Eagles, 6 Buffalo 18. Let's go now. Hey, smash. Cougar 19. Rig alert, rig alert. Mustang 19. 18, Pioneer. Okay.
1st down throw here from Milrow. And he goes down. The Bears got him. Offense in the hurry up here.
Dragon 60.
It's 2nd down.
Viking 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. 70. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Now it's Milrow. Caught, nice gain left side. There it is, touchdown Seattle! a second quarter lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Brought down by Rick Woolen.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Williams from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. And dose of the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
1st down. Here's Swift. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. Offense up to the line fast.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Vegas!
1st down throw by Williams. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. Where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More from Chicago right after this. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st down now, ball at the 33.
What is that?
They give it to him again. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
What is it on?
Off the play fake, Williams. Pass is caught at the 9. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. Group B to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Shaheed now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Buffalo 18.
Off the play fake, Milrow. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Caught at the 20-yard line. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start to read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Working inside the red zone. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks get some late points and the lead. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bears 14.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. And he takes the return out of bounds.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard
line. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
What is on? Hot spot. Vegas.
Williams to throw on 1st. And this one is launched downfield. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
Kate, that is such a great job defensively. You get these 5 wide sets, there is so much speed to cover, so much complexity to handle. And the defense, they ace the test.
Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. And he's going to try another deep one here. Big gain downfield. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Williams on 1st down. Going deep here for the end zone. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
Here's Williams again. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 4th and short. So with only a single second remaining, they're going to try a field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. Shaheed now to return. Good work so far. He's got room. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. He cuts it right. He has room past the 25. Now here he goes down the right sideline. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks drive their lead to 11. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Going play action. Williams. Lobs this deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Williams throwing again here on 2nd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. He puts some juice on a deep throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Somebody there, and he knocks it away. Couldn't connect for it all on that 1st down. So back to the drawing board they go for 2nd. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10.
Get it. Panther up. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Buffalo 18. Go.
Bill Rowe from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
1st down.
Hold the ready.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey. 70 Lions.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Here we go.
Walker now from the gun. And he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
The kicker on
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He's looking deep once again. This is caught inside the 15. Offense in a hurry up here.
Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. It's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Now Williams. Dump off caught by his back. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Williams throwing on 4th. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
A 50% hit rate on 4th down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate. And that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
Pat the street. Pat the street.
Walker on 1st down. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Street. Street. Come on. Come on.
Staying with Walker. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
60 Bison.
1st down throw here from Milrow. He's going to push one deep down the right. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. So that brings up 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Ready?
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Shotgun now for Milrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. That's a 29-yard gain. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock. You already got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12.
Cougar 19.
Go play action here. It's Milrow. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On the set.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
3. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
4th down, the offense is staying on the field. They're going for it.
60 Eagles, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Go.
Trying for it with Milrow. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
1st down, Williams to throw. Taking a shot deep here. Catch is made in close. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Ready, set.
Swift. Can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Back to Swift. And he gets nothing here. The defense stands strong.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
3rd and goal. It's Williams. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Just 2 yards away, so the offense going for it. It's 4th and goal. They'll throw for it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Ricky, Sponge, go.
Williams trying to throw for it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Rick Woolen with the INT. The 50. 30. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back.
37, Bears 23.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is our last play of the quarter.
Deputy! Cowboy 80! Street!
Drive begins with a Walker run. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's Seahawks football, just 1 quarter away from a postseason victory. Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
18, 10, 60 biceps.
From the gun, Milrow. Completed over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Come on, set! Cougar 19, Buffalo 18, Warrior 70.
Now it's Milrow. That's completed right side. And he's taken down at the 30. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Milrow with it on 1st. That one falls incomplete. Couldn't make the connection deep downfield. Intended target there was Jackson Smith-Njigba. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Here we go. Big Lion. Ready.
This is Walker on 2nd. And they find him after just a yard. And it's 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Panther 11. Here we go. Set. Come nice. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Go.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. I think you can call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. This is Loveland working the right side. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. He's got it inside the 10! And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. Working quickly here.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. And he scores. It is a Chicago touchdown. The Bears get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Again, it's Williams. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Well, brought their goal, obviously, to stretch out the coverage, get someone some space to work with, but 5 wide down in this close. A very crowded field for a 2-point try that's ultimately unsuccessful.
Yeah, you go empty for a couple reasons. What you just said right there, to space it out. It also simplifies the defense, tries to get you that one-on-one you're searching for, but kudos to the defense to stop it.
Shaheed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32.
Ready?
Off the play fake, Milrow. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Get it.
Handoff to Walker from the gun. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground.
Point after.
Setting up to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks push their lead to 18.
47. Bears 29.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Returnable from the 2. Showing. The ball is out! And the ball skips out of bounds. Lucky for them, no lost fumble there on the kick return.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
1st and 10 from the 32. Working from the gun, Williams. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Working quickly here.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Williams to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. The Seahawks will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Bring it. Let's go. Let's go.
Running left, here's Walker. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The Bears decide to call their first timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 70. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
They're going to pass it here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Christian McCaffrey. So they're left facing 3rd and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
3rd and long. Here's Milrow. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
The lead looks safe, but the penalty's staying down. They're going for this.
Viking, 18. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Dragon 60. Ready.
Milrow to throw on 4th. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
First down throw by Williams. Sends this to the end zone. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears get it back to within 2 possessions.
some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Williams has his guys set, looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown.
The Bears will line up for the two-point conversion.
It's caught! And he's going to get in there for 2. The lead shrinks to 10.
The score, Seahawks 47, Bears 37.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And it looks like the Seahawks are able to recover that kick. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
On the double.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
Motioning left is their running back. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Delivered to the sideline. Smith and Jigba brings it in. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. He had to pick up a 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
They've got a man in motion. 1st down throw here from Milrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Intended target there was Jackson Smith and Jigba. And it sets up 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. That heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
70 Lions. Trap 60, trap 60.
They kick the running back in motion. Milrow from the gun. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
And they stop him after he picks up about 5. That's going to bring up 4th down. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Bates' kick is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
What is it? Hold on. Yes. Vegas.
To throw is Williams. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
For his wideout.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Williams throwing again here on second down. Looking right, and he finds him. He'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25. The Bears going to use their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. To throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. This is caught inside the 15. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown! I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Williams and the Bears getting set to try for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point.
Setting up to pass. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And he'll be taken down on the edge of his own end zone at the 2. Well, that was their chance to officially put it away. Couldn't do it, so it stays a 1-score game in the final seconds.
And Kate, right now, however small it may be, it does leave some hope, a glimmer of hope on the other sideline. But you know what it's going to take? One of 2 things. An explosive return here or an explosive play. Not enough time to get a sustained drive, and defense, special teams are going to come to the forefront.
Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag.
Ready up.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Back to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Bears in the nickel, 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
Running back sent in motion. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. His kick is good at the end, but boy, Brock, we might see some words exchanged at midfield here as they add 3 to the win as time expires.